Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a quick peek into the collective energy to see what's coming up for you and your person of interest, or for you guys watching the reading individually. Some message may come through as well. As always, this is a general reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation, and release the rest to the universe. 0707. I love sevens because they are about change, but 0707 says compromise. And I do feel that this is about you and your person, well, your person more specifically, being able to make compromises with you by reaching some sort of decision to have better communication with each other as the two of you come back together. It is also about self-awareness and forgiveness and empathy and freedom. And I feel that the freedom is talking about your person being free from the things that have held them back from being able to be in this relationship with you, because it says let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards making a compromise, because the truth will set you free. And your person, by speaking the truth and expressing their feelings of love for you, that is going to set them free from all of the things that have been holding them back from being able to be in this relationship with you. Soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Well, that I feel is a very true statement, because your person has definitely been learning lessons during the time that you are away from each other. That is part of the process of this journey for you each individually, but then there are also lessons as well when you come back together, learning how to make compromises with each other, having better communication, being able to be devoted to each other and building this relationship. That is what compromise is all about. And when you are able to compromise with each other, you can work through your problems and your issues by having adult conversations. And for many of you watching the reading, I feel that this was something that was very difficult for your person in the past, because they didn't have the emotional maturity to be able to have these adult conversations with you, and that is why they ran. If they were able to say to you, I need to take a step back, I need us to kind of like have a little break because this is moving too fast, I am fearful about what I'm feeling, I'm uncomfortable with how things are moving so quickly between us, it would have been hurtful to you, but not as hurtful as them just disappearing like a ghost, right? Your person couldn't have these adult conversations with you in the past because they didn't have the emotional maturity and stability. But they are finding and gaining that because they are becoming self-aware, because they are growing up. Guilty. I feel pain from the damage I have caused. Well, yes. You guys watching the reading, you're probably feeling damage from the pain your person has caused as well. But they want to come back and ask you to forgive them. This 0707 is also about forgiveness. You being able to forgive your person is something that only you guys can decide for yourselves, but your person is going to show up and confess everything to you because they want to also be free from the guilt that they are feeling concerning the damage they brought into this relationship. Unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. Well, yes. Many things to resolve and discuss, because your person knows that the story between the two of you isn't finished. They know that it's not over, and they truly know that there is more to come to this connection than where it currently stands. They know that they did not contribute equally to this relationship with you. They want to make sure that when they come back and start building this relationship, they're going to be able to invest fully in this partnership with you, because this is how they've gained a greater understanding now of what they see they need to do and how they need to do it. But as well, with this soul contract, there is unfinished business between the two of you. You have obligations to each other to provide life lessons and experiences for your individual growth while you are in this time away from each other, but also for the growth that comes as you come back into union with each other. And this is the unfinished business. There's more to this story. There is more in this connection that's coming up between you and your person, and it's not over, and they want to ask you to forgive them and see if you're going to release any grudges that you may be holding on to, because they want to express their emotions and start making more compromises with you. Neglected. I failed to give you what you need. Well, that is something that they feel guilty about, right? Of course they would. Also, because they know there's unfinished business between you, they want to give you what you need. This is about them becoming the partner you need them to be. This is about them investing in this relationship with their heart, with their soul, with their mind, with everything that they have, because they know that there is more to this story between the two of you than where it currently stands. It's just that at the moment, your person has pressed the pause button on the DVR of this relationship, but very soon they're going to come along and they're going to press that play button again because they want to come back and start rebuilding this relationship. They want to confess all of this to you. They want to apologize so they can unburden themselves from the guilt, but also so you have your own understanding from them about why things happened the way that they did. They want you to understand that it was nothing that you did, nothing that you caused, nothing that you said or didn't say or didn't do. This is about them being able to come clean and confess everything to you by putting all of their cards on the table with truth and honesty and integrity and ask you to forgive them and give them another chance to get it right. So we'll use some tarot cards now and we'll see what else the universe wants to share with this reading today. Let's see what message the universe wants to share with the collective. What do we need to hear? Well, this is the Hermit. This actually makes sense, guys, because this is about your person being in this place of self-imposed isolation. And they are feeling very lonely at the moment in that place of self-imposed isolation up on this mountain with their little lantern and their staff and their little snake friend here. But the snake is a symbol of rebirth because snakes shed their skin. And while your person is up on this mountaintop doing these things, now they're not really, it's metaphorically, I'm telling a story because that's how the tarot works. They are able to identify these things that cause them to behave in ways that hurt you, that brought damage to this relationship, damage to themselves as well, breaking their own heart while they broke yours, because they are feeling all of it at the moment. They are feeling the heavy weight of all of this guilt, all of this remorse, and all of this regret for neglecting you, for treating you poorly, for not giving back to you the way that you were giving to them, for saying harsh and mean words to you that came out of their mouth and they regretted them when they said them, but yet they still said them and perhaps didn't apologize. There is a big apology coming from your person because they are awakening through these life lessons from being in this connection with you. And that is what the Hermit is all about as well. Your person getting the life lessons and understanding by looking within themselves and identifying those things that they need to release, that they need to let go of, those things that no longer serve them. And those are things like their fears, their insecurities, emotional baggage that they've been dragging around with them for God knows how long. They are addressing it and letting it go. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo, but you don't have to be a Virgo for this reading to work for you. These are collective readings. We just call out the signs that go to the cards. Many people have asked us to in the comments. What's more important is this is how it is for your person at the moment. They are alone. They are withdrawn. They are looking within, doing work on the inner planes and figuring themselves out so that they can come out of this cave and start making their way towards you. Let's see what else we need to know. What messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? Well, this is the Six of Cups. Yeah, this makes sense as well, guys. This is about your person longing for you. This is about them missing you for sure. This is about them wanting to gain back what they have lost because they are thinking about you all the time. Now, this Six of Cups is about someone returning from the past. And your person returning to you to see if you're willing to reconcile with them, to see if you're willing to give them another opportunity to be with you. They are hoping that that's what's going to happen, which is why they want to show up with an apology. But with this Six of Cups coming next to the Hermit, that is all about your person thinking about the past, where they let you down, where they failed you, where they neglected you, where they didn't give you what you needed, where they brought damage into this relationship, and fixing it and getting rid of it so it no longer impacts your connection moving forward. They are also spending quite a bit of time thinking about you, feeling very nostalgic and taking a lot of trips down memory lane, wishing they had done things differently. And while they can't wish to change things. What they can do is show up and show you that they are a changed person, that they are a better communicator, that they can make compromises, and that they can be committed to this relationship as well, because this is why your person is returning, because there is unfinished business and they know that there is more to this love destiny that is between you. So let's see what else. What other messages? Whoa, other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? Well, this is strength. Strength tells us your person sees such a strength in you, but they are also able to acknowledge that there is a very strong spiritual connection between the two of you. They've always known it. Perhaps they shared this with you. Perhaps they said it wasn't real. Perhaps they said that it was just all in your head. Whatever your person said or did in that moment, that has changed. They're going to be able to acknowledge how strong this connection is because they felt something when the two of you first met, just like you did. But as well with strength, they are finding that strength, courage, and confidence that they need right now to come out of this cave and make their way back to you and start being a better communicator and start apologizing to you. Strength is ruled by Leo, but also your person is saying you have been such a tremendous inspiration to me. You have lifted me up. You have given me guidance. You have listened to me when I've had problems, and you've always given me such great advice, and I am replaying all of this as well in my head right now because that is what is giving me the courage to come forward to you and apologize and see if you're going to allow me back into your life. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages are coming through, please? Well, this is Judgment, guys. Just one moment. Just one moment. The Judgment card in this deck, which is my favorite deck, actually, because of the size of the cards, and I love the way that it shuffles. The Judgment card has some images on it that are not considered YouTube friendly. So for those of you new to the channel, if something comes out of the deck that has an image on it that YouTube may not like, we'll cover it up with a post-it. And I don't do that in advance because I like the cards to shuffle naturally and come out as the universe and as my angels and guides want them to. Judgment, your person is judging themselves. Yes, they are taking ownership. They are spending this time away from you to gain a greater understanding and self-awareness, an awareness of themselves and their behavior, seeing and identifying those things that damage this connection, that cause them to neglect you, that cause them to hurt you, that cause them to break your heart. And they are feeling heavy in this judgment and guilt at the moment. But this is this powerful teacher. The lessons I learned, this is this powerful teacher for your person right now. But judgment is also about renewal and restoration of this relationship with your person. But it also tells us about the growth that they are going through during this time where you are preparing for union with each other. Let's see what other messages the collective needs for this reading. What do we need to hear today, please? What messages are coming through? Well, this is the Nine of Swords. No surprises with the Nine of Swords, guys, because I feel that this is about your person not sleeping very well at the moment. They are overthinking, they are obsessing, they are dwelling, and that makes sense with that Six of Cups being here as well, because you are on their mind and they're thinking about you quite a bit. But I feel that they're also taking all of this to bed with them and they're not getting decent sleep, because as soon as they lay down, they can fall asleep and then they jolt awake because they have that feeling within them, like in their chest and in their heart, that something is wrong and they need to fix it. And then they start thinking about all of this stuff. They're thinking about this unfinished business. They're thinking about how guilty they feel. They're thinking about how they neglected you and how they hurt you and how they need to ask you to forgive them, because they want to be able to start over with you by being in a better place, a brighter place than where they were before, because they want to be able to invest body, mind, heart, and soul into this relationship with you, because they see and understand where they blew it and where they failed you, and where they let you down, and how they brought so much damage into this connection, which was unnecessary, really, truly, but they hadn't been able to work on these things before they met you. You allowed them to see those things within them, what they needed to work on, what they needed to heal, what they needed to address. with this Nine of Swords as well. Perhaps you guys watching the reading are also having some sleep disturbances. Is anyone out there having insomnia? Especially if your person is tossing and turning, you may be picking up that energy from them also, because when they are dwelling and obsessing, they will have many, many, many hundreds of thoughts throughout the night about what if, how can, what will I do? How can I make this better? What do I have to do to make it right? I feel so guilty. Will they accept my apology? These are the thoughts that are impacting your person at the moment, and you can be picking that up from them. So you can ask your angels and guides to return it to sender. You can ask your angels to tone it down a little bit, because you need to sleep and take care of yourselves as well, because your person understands right now that they did not act in the best interest of you or this relationship, because they were selfish, they were immature. They were coming from a place of pride and ego, but all this is changing because they are transforming and growing up, and they are becoming self-aware, because they want to come back to you and start over and show you how they've changed and evolved, because they are aware that there is this strong connection between the two of you and a love destiny that still needs to be fulfilled for you as a couple in this lifetime. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching. Have a great day, everyone.